Hello, my name is Jennifer Zimmerman, and I am doing a book review on the Google Cardboard book, Explore, Engage, and Educate Through Virtual Reality. So there's 6 authors that wrote this book, and it was an EdTech team collaboration of Holly Clark, Sylvia Duckworth, Jeffrey Hill, David Hotler, Donnie Piercy, and Lisa Thuman. All of them are either a Google certified innovator, trainer, or educator, if not more than one of those. And most of them still work in the classroom as teachers. Lisa Thuman, she is the professional development for the EdTech team in the U.S. and she also helps customize workshops and organizations and helps classrooms learn how to integrate technology into the classroom. So by using Google Cardboard in the classroom, teachers and students can bring education to life and be put in the middle of the action with the use of simple tools, easy to use apps, and a smartphone or spherical camera. So this book is a great way, I feel it's a great way to introduce the educators to Google Cardboard and how they can use it in their classroom to enhance lessons. The book is really easy to read and it provides lots of information, such as classroom uses for the Google Cardboard, getting started, creating content and sharing your own videos and pictures, how to make your own viewer, and additional apps and resources. So what is Google Cardboard? It was developed as a 20% project by David Cause and Damien Henry of Paris, France. So Google employees are encouraged to spend one day each week, which is roughly about 20% of the work week, developing an idea for a new product. So these two pitched the idea for virtual reality viewers to as many people as that would listen. Finally, it reached CEO Larry Page, and Google unveiled it in 2014 at a Google conference. So it uses a split screen format to create photospheres that offer a 3-dimensional view of the scene. The process is pretty easy. You install and open Google Cardboard app on your smartphone. Place the phone in the Google Cardboard viewer here, and then you close it up, and then you can go ahead and view through these lenses, which helps you start to see a whole new world. The Google Cardboard app uses the phone's accelerometer and allows the user to look around the image by physically looking in all directions. So, if you, let's say you're viewing something of somebody skydiving, so it's as if you were skydiving, so you're going, and so while you're looking, you're able to look all around. So if you were to look up, you're going to actually see the parachute, and if you were to look down, you would see the ground. So it's like as if you were in it. So one of the apps that you can use in the classroom is a Google Expedition app. It was launched in September of 2015, and it's now used in several classrooms around the world. It allows the teachers to take their students on virtual field trips using the Google Cardboard and the Google Expedition app. It includes an app for the teacher's tablet and another for the students' devices. The teacher gets to guide the students as they explore by being able to see the panorama view while having the students concentrate on a smaller area. So it gives them that option. They're in full control of what the children see. They get to see exactly where the children are viewing, what they're looking at, and like I said, they have complete control of it. The book gave suggestions on how to use the device and apps to enhance lesson plans in the subjects such as writing, science, the arts, social studies and history, literature, mathematics, and field trip enhancement. It gives examples of how Google Cardboard can be used out of the classroom as well, such as training for employees, but then also they have apps for public speaking, news reports, test driving, and hotel tours. So just think, if you have to do a speech, you can actually practice with a virtual audience. So I thought that was pretty cool. So getting started in taking pictures, you're going to need a VR device and a smartphone or a phablet. Once the device is ready, you will want to install a few apps. So you can purchase or make your own VR device. So they have a whole chapter that's devoted to making your own device. There's templates that you can download and print and cut out from cardboard. It tells you exactly the other things that you need, what kind of lenses, and all the other things that you're going to need to make this. But it's really inexpensive to purchase one, so I find that a lot easier to do. They were even saying it's kind of difficult to get the nice smooth cuts, but it is something, if you're teaching an older classroom, maybe they can do as a project at home. So it also talked about creating content by making 360-degree pictures and videos. They were talking about how teachers are encouraging the students to make their own videos and to give tours. So like on the school website, they can give tours of the school and have the kids actually do it. Or they can have examples for the parents to watch at open house. So that's some examples there. So what's next? Companies like Best Buy are starting to sell the Google Expedition kits for the classrooms. Google Daydream is, it's only available on Android devices right now, but they described it as Google Cardboard and meets Wii. So you're wearing the device, but you also have a remote control, so you're able to control it a little easier. And then they were talking about virtual reality content in textbooks. So how they want to have you could be reading the textbook, but then there's going to be certain areas where you can use the device to have that part of the textbook actually come alive. So you can be like right there in the book. And so my thoughts. I feel that this book is a good read to get people excited and want to start, at least want to get started in trying the Google Cardboard. I had never heard of this book until this class, and I am fascinated by all the possibilities that it can be used in education. After reading this book, I purchased my own VR device off of Amazon for less than $10 and uploaded the apps that were mentioned. But now I'm left kind of wanting more. I still need to learn how to use the apps and the device better. But I was able to try a sample of a classroom expedition that was, it was good. So we went to Africa, and the teacher directed the class where to look for certain animals, and then would teach about those animals as we watched them in their natural habitat. And my only complaint is that even though it was only a short time that I was using the device, it made me get motion sickness. I felt very dizzy. I couldn't continue watching. I was only able to watch for a few minutes. So I wonder if that would affect others. Another problem is that not all the schools have the money required to get this equipment needed. It may be something to do a fundraiser for. All in all, I feel that it's a great asset to a classroom once you know how to use it correctly, and I hope to use it in my future classroom. Thank you.